Welcome to our review of our remix for the media studies class. Today we're going to be talking about two versions that we made. So we have two remixes of an original poster. Yeah.
I feel like the first thing we should probably do is, I don't know, introduce ourselves. Yeah. Who are you, my friend?
Hello, my name is Mahmoud, and I'm an audio student. And today I'm here with my classmate.
Fatima, hello, hello. It's nice to meet you all.
Yeah, she's also an audio student. We're going to be talking about two different remixed versions of a poster or a magazine cover.
Yep.
That our classmate Isabel made. She remixed two versions. She made two versions of the magazine cover. And yeah, so what do you think the media text itself represents, Fatma?
If we're talking about the original, obviously the first one is about, being a refugee and, all of the chaos that's going on in the world and just sort of like scattered and like just hastily trying to move around just because, the world is in chaos. I mean, look at 2020. I don't think we have to revisit that, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the remixed version, we were able to come up with making it about recycling and more awareness about like pollution in general. Yeah, that's what our remixed version is about.
Okay, so Fatma, what are the key concepts or the semiotics that we have explored in this project? Let's talk about the first magazine cover
So
first,
like the
main
original,
one. Yes.
right? Yeah. So the first way that it was applied, like semiotics, generally speaking, that was through the fabrics that was used on the astronaut suit. It was African fabrics to for the artist to be able to like sort of express his or like sort of portray his culture through his art. And I think it's the fact that it's an astronaut being in the middle of, well, astronauts usually go to space. Space is the middle of nowhere. And, that could be a symbol of loneliness and also being a refugee. Everything's just dark and lonely and you're in the middle of nowhere and amidst all this chaos. It's actually quite a beautiful, what's the word?
Connection.
Not connection, but they oppose each other. If you can look at it from two perspectives, being a refugee and being isolated and being alone amidst everything, and also the fact that the world as a whole, that is something that brings us all together. Like the experiences that we've gone through and that are portrayed or conveyed through this artwork, it represents all of us, if that makes sense. Like the experiences that we've gone through last year.
Okay.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
As in all the people in the world.
Yeah.
Humans in general.
Yeah, that represents us, but that also represents being alone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you look at it from both perspectives.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
So there's that.
Yes, makes sense.
What is the message that our remix conveys?
So the message that our remix conveys is that Earth is dying.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's very slowly. People don't really care about the pollution that's going on. Well, I'm not going to say everyone.
I mean, I would say that in our generation now.
No, man.
I mean, like...
No, our generation now cares even more about
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that, like, our generation cares more.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe the past generation has sort of, like... It wasn't an issue that was super predominant at the time. Like at the time you would just be like, oh, okay, it's rising by like a couple degrees Celsius.
No, but before, man, but before people like also I mean like the old ages, like in London and the UK, everything used to work with coal.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much smoke, the
That is
chimneys,
true.
the chimney cleaners, all those people, all the cars in the past. Now, okay, there are some electric cars.
Yeah.
But then that's more of the pollution that's going on, like air pollution, But then there's also the pollution that's going on in the ecosystem as well, in general, like with animals or with in the ocean. That's why we have two different
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
I get what you're getting
that's
at.
why we have two different magazine cover remixes.
Mhm.
We have one that's in blue, which emphasizes on the sky and emphasizes on the water. And then there's one which is green, which is the
Ooh.
toxic waste that can also be in the
Applied.
sky or in the water.
Oh, that makes
Yes,
sense.
so that's more on
That
the
makes
toxic
sense.
waste.
Yeah.
And the other one is on water and the sky.
Yeah.
So like it really hurts me when I'm driving and I see a guy just whips out
Yeah, tissue paper.
yeah,
or something
exactly,
like
a
that.
tissue paper just
Yeah,
like
or
outside, or
honestly, I
even cigarette
yeah.
buds, man. Like, bro, come on, you can literally take the tobacco out, go throw it in the trash, you know, like
I mean, yeah,
there's
that
so
is
many
possible. But I
ways.
mean, when you're driving though, like
When you drive, why
Oh,
do you
yeah.
have to smoke when you're driving?
I don't know, man. Some people do it, but like
No, if you're
yeah,
smoking when you're driving, just put an ashtray in the car and
That
then
is
throw it
true.
out after.
that
There's,
is true also.
you know, like, and all the water bottles, all the plastic. Man, like when I go out surfing, I always have like a small pocket in my swimsuit.
Ooh.
And when I'm surfing and I'm just waiting for a wave to come so I can ride it or catch it, if I see like some plastic bag or a plastic bottle, I take it, I like crush it up, put it in that small pocket.
Yeah,
I
good
swear
for
to
you.
God.
That's pretty nice, man.
You know, yeah, bro, like, and it's something that I learned from other surfers, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
It's
like, amongst
actually a thing.
surfers.
I mean, yeah, if you care about nature, then why not?
But I guess the thing that I was sort of getting at is that it wasn't really something that older, like past generations have thought of, because, you know, that was a result of technology evolving. You know, cars, like you said, they worked on coal, they worked on, you know, it was just gas, like coal to gasoline, and like now we have electric cars, like you said.
Yeah.
But you know, just because it was the only option at the time, it makes sense that, you know, that it wasn't even a concern to think about, like, oh, this could probably be damaging our ecosystem. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about
definitely.
that.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. But it's slowly getting better because more people are being aware of it.
That is debatable. I
No,
feel like
it is. I mean, no, the pollution might be getting
yeah.
worse because there are also a lot of people in the world right now, much more
Yes,
than
and a
before.
lot of industries and a lot of factories that have come up.
Yes, as well.
All of
But
that.
what I mean is the awareness that
Yeah,
is
the
coming up.
awareness. I agree with that. It is. We're definitely more aware.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
why? Because of social media.
Yes.
How is the ideology treated in our region? And is it a factor that affects the way the ideology is treated?
I think we're definitely not, like, I wouldn't say we're as progressive as like the rest of the world. I feel like, you know, like when, like, I feel like I imagine in the States, if you go to like Whole Foods, you gotta, like, you see people bringing like jars and like little like glass containers of some sort, and like, you know what I mean? I just feel like generally we don't give that much like second thought to it. Just generally speaking, just from the people that I interact with, it's usually just like you're aware of it. It's almost like a trend in a way. Because remember when, like, I don't know about you guys, or no, because you and I come from different cultures. I grew up in a more, like, Filipino sort of household, and I've been around that kind of community. The second, what are they called? Metal straws became a thing. Every single one of my friends got one. Just the straw. Like, the cup was plastic. It didn't matter. Like, what was the point if, like, your
Which
cup was
straw?
going to be plastic? You know those metal straws?
Yeah, the metal straws.
Yeah.
When it came out in China,
Yeah.
I used to use metal straws as well because we used to drink a lot of coconut,
Yeah. Ooh,
like
yeah.
actual coconut.
That's kind
So
of
we used to like just cut the top off and just, and yeah, and I got that idea from an environmental scientist that was my roommate.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, it almost feels like a trend to be more environmentally aware. Only when something comes out that promotes that will people actually, like, care about it.
But I actually care. Like I
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, generally speaking.
yeah.
Yeah.
But how is it treated in our region though? Here.
In our region.
Here in the Middle East.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say there are a lot of recycling bins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're actually recycling bins though.
I feel like people just might.
You know,
Throw
because
anything in
yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then also they do go through a filter.
Mm.
I can add some data to this. Yeah, they go through some filters, even though there's a different hole or a different bin. You know, recycling bin, and all waste mixed bin.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's paper, plastic, and
General-
mixed
oh,
waste. Yeah, general waste.
Okay, never mind.
So yeah, like I mean, some people do follow these rules, and some people are just whatever. I would say people in this region from our region don't really care about the pollution and all that, but
Yeah.
people in the region that are not from the region, mostly Europeans,
Oh, I see.
or yeah, like Europeans, English people, Irish people, those people care a bit more. Or even actually South Americans. Me, for example, I have a tote bag that if I'm going to the store just for myself, I take it with me. I put everything in the tote bag. I try my best not to use plastic.
Yeah.
You know, I see a lot of people actually starting to do that.
I've seen that as well, but I mean, just generally speaking.
As you said,
Yeah.
it's a part of the trend, though, the tote
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah,
It is
that
a part
too.
of the trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
Next
How?
question.
What does the message aim to achieve? I mean,
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
what does the
But-
message say about our society?
yeah, I was just saying, generally speaking, it's like the fact that we even have to talk about it just says a lot in terms of how little people care. Yeah,
Facts.
I just spoke facts.
Well, thank you, Fatma,
Yeah.
for being here.
Thank you, Mahmoud, for being my co-host. I appreciate it.
This is it.
Yep.
And hopefully everyone will enjoy this.
Yeah, I hope
Thank
so
you,
as well.
guys. Thank you, Rana, for helping us film this. Thank you,
Thank
Yash,
you, thank
for
you.
helping us edit this. And thank you to Fatma and Mahmoud for recording this and
You
also
just refer
editing
to
the audio.
yourself in.
Just be quiet. And thank you, Isabel, for helping us with the magazine cover. And thank you, Hind, for being a very cool professor.
Yeah, everything he said. I say that as
High
well.
five.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
All right.
Dunzo.